Hey everyone, I know it's been kind of quiet since the matches began from our podcast, but we did just drop a new episode reviewing Game Week 1, so you should find that in your podcast feed. I haven't listened to it yet, but it sounds like Dave's microphone was a little loud in the episode, so the logistics are being worked out. New season, every club's working out some things, and apparently our podcast is as well. Not an issue. Hopefully it's not an issue as you listen. But there's a couple things that we did not have available to us when we recorded, so I wanted to go ahead and put this out here for social media now, and that way you have this information. The first is the Mojo table. This has been a staple since midway, a little bit past the midway mark of last season. It is provided courtesy of All-Star listener Ben, and so I want to go through some of the highlights on this. First of all, he is a Liverpool fan, and so of course he wrestled with where to put Liverpool following a 2-2 loss at Craven Cottage, and he puts them at 11th. I think that's fair. He's right. Mid-table is the right place as far as Mojo is concerned. Number one is, of course, Manchester City. Feeling good. Your star striker scores 2, and you're about to debut at home against Bournemouth. You feel pretty good about that. Arsenal and Spurs are 2 and 3, although he admits that those two clubs are interchangeable. I think he's a little bit more scared of Dave than Brian, so he put Arsenal a little bit ahead of Spurs. Brighton is 4th in the Mojo table. How could you not be getting a win at Old Trafford? That makes perfect sense. And so on down the table it goes. Chelsea has leaped up to 9th following can we call it an unconvincing win? It was a road victory, and that is better than Liverpool could do. So they're ahead of Liverpool. They are 9th in the Mojo table. Bottom 4, Manchester United. Yeah, Wolves for sure. Already getting into manager tiffs after one loss. Not a great look there. And then Everton and Southampton. That's about exactly right. With Aston Villa only one spot ahead at 16th. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. Mojo matters though, and even after one game week, I think it matters. I personally think it matters a little bit less, but it definitely matters. In soccer, there's a reason why you talk about who is in the relegation zone all season long. It's because that thing is quicksand, man. It is emotional quicksand, and you want to stay out of it. Mojo absolutely matters, so special thanks to All-Star listener Ben for putting this together. You want to talk about things you disagree with or things you would do differently, or just praise All-Star listener Ben and talk about how he should replace Dave on our podcast? Feel free. Reach out on whatever social media channel you'd like to reach out to us on, or pick one if you haven't done it yet. We love to interact with you there. And then I am moving over to the FPL website on my screen that's behind my phone here because we did not go through the top 3 in the FPL America podcast during our last episode. And so I'm going to do that now. There's a tie for 3rd after one game week. A couple of familiar names marching on together. Brett, and here we go again, Carey, both tied for 3rd with 79 points in the game week. Excellent job there. Second place is Johnny Ardmore Rangers. He puts an 83 up on the board for game week 1. And then first place, Slave Whiskey equals 10KR. Eric, that's you. 84 points. Taking on first place. First place in any game week is a big deal. Game week 1, it means you're first place in the overall table. And so it's a long season, but those players are worthy of praising for that performance. Hopefully you enjoy our episode from Game Week 1. There'll be more to come for Game Week 2 as we approach another set of 10 matches. It's an exciting time, and we're excited to be a part of it with you. Thanks for listening.